not gonna get into a car with him again. That was stupidly dangerous. Yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, I know, he shouldn't be doing that. He shouldn't? He can't do that. He cannot drive by while it's a red light. How is that different from what I said? Dude, seriously again? Hello everyone, my name is Mariam and welcome back to our newest episode of Verse and Universe. Today we are untangling the differences between those modal verbs and when we use those for ability, obligation, permission, and advice. The key to choosing the right word is understanding the feeling behind each rule. Number one, we will talk about ability and permission. And here we're going to be using can and cannot. Let's start. So let's talk about can at first. Can is used for two things. Number one, for permission, which is allowing someone to do something or asking for a permission. For example, can I borrow these headphones? So here I'm asking for permission. Can I use them? Or you can have a biscuit after dinner. So here I'm giving a permission to have a biscuit after dinner. For cannot, it's completely the opposite because basically it's the negative of can. To talk about inability or prohibition. So for example, let's switch it. I cannot swim. That means I don't have the ability to swim. Or you cannot smoke in the building. So you are prohibiting someone to smoke in the building. So you're not allowed to smoke in here. Think of it as the green light and the red light. Number two, the heavy obligation. And here we're going to use must and have to. The rule here is to ask yourself this question. Is the order from inside you or from the outside? Let's make it clearer. The first one is if the rule coming from inside you, you are giving yourself or you are ordering yourself to do that thing. And here we're going to use must. It's like giving yourself an obligation or a very strong recommendation to do something. And you make it sound as an order. For example, I must finish this book this year. Or telling someone, you must try this cake, it's so delicious. So here you ask yourself, where the obligation is coming from, it's inside me. I am giving that rule, like I must finish that book or you must try this cake because it's so delicious. You are the one who's giving that order, not someone else. Now, for the negative of must, which is must not, this means you are prohibiting something or forbidding something. And still the rule is coming from inside of you. For example, you must not tell anyone about this secret. Now again, this rule is coming from inside me, not from someone else. Now we covered the internal obligation. What about if it's external? That means someone else is obligating me to do something. For example, parents, bosses, laws, or circumstances. So something else is instructing me or ordering me to do something. In here, we're going to use have to. For example, I have to stop at the red light. Why? Because the law requires me to do that, otherwise I'm going to be punished. Now the negative of have to, which is don't have to or doesn't have to. Now be very careful when it comes to that. For the positive, we use have to with I, you, we, they, and we use has to with he, she, it. But when it's negative, we use don't have to with I, you, we, they, and doesn't have to with he, she, and it. So have to will not change if it's negative, but it will change if it's positive. Now when I use don't have to or doesn't have to, this time it's not for obligation, it's optional. How is that? You don't have to come early, but you're welcome if you want to. That means it's up to me. I can go early or I can go whenever I want to. So it's completely up to me. It's not necessary. Another example, he does not have to wear a suit to go to work. So it's not an obligation. It's completely up to you. You want to wear a suit? Wear a suit. You don't want to wear a suit? Don't wear one. Now, the next part is about advises, or should and ought to. We use these two verbs to talk about advice and not obligations. We're just recommending something that it's best for you to do it, but it's not an obligation or an order. The first one, which is should, is the most common one and the most natural one when we give advice. For example, you should quit smoking, or he should study more for his exams or he will fail. Now, the negative of should not, obviously, and it gives the same meaning, but this time it's going to be a bad idea. For example, you shouldn't eat so much junk food. Now, for ought to, it gives the same meaning as should, but it's more formal and much less common in everyday speech. For example, you ought to be more careful. Now let's talk about practical one, which is need to. We use need to from its name to talk about necessity, and it's often practical, like something to do on your to-do list. And it's kind of similar to have to. For example, I need to go to the dentist. On the other hand, you see, need to equals have to, don't need to equals don't have to. So it talks about no obligation, it's optional. You don't need to worry about me, so it's up to you. You can worry about me, but it's optional. You don't have to or you don't need to. Now, a very important part, pronunciation and contractions. Again, if you want to sound natural and fluent, you must use contractions. They are very, very important. So I'm going to pronounce the positive and the negative of each one using contraction. The first one, can, can't. Make sure you don't say can't. Don't ever say that. The ka, you prolong the sound, so can't, not can't. You don't want to say this to anybody, so please be careful. Or if you want to use the American accent, just say can't. For example, you can swim in here, or you can't swim in here. The next one, have to, will be hafta, or hasta. For example, you have to listen to me. You have to listen to me. Or she has to listen to me. She has to listen to me. For must not, it will be mustn't. You see, the first T is silent. It's not mustn't, it's mustn't. For example, I must finish my homework. Or you mustn't smoke in here. For should not will be shouldn't. For example, you shouldn't treat your parents like that. Now, need to will be need ta. So, you need to learn how to swim. Alrighty then, now it's time to test your knowledge and have a quick quiz. Now I'm going to give you a sentence and I want you to choose the best fit for each one. Number one, you take my umbrella, I'm not using it. It's can, because I'm giving you the permission to take my umbrella. Number two, it's a company rule. Everyone an ID badge. It's have to. Why? First thing, it's an obligation, so either we use must or have to. Now, is the rule internal, coming from me, or external? Someone else is ordering me to do that thing. It's external because it's the company's policy. So, you have to. Number three, you tell Lisa about the surprise party. It's a secret. Now, the ideal answer is can't. But actually, you can also use shouldn't. Now, we use can't for prohibition, and it's kinda the feeling he's prohibiting me from telling Lisa about the surprise party. But some people add these terms, they might use shouldn't. Grammatically speaking, it's not the best fit, but sometimes they can use those two as synonyms or for the same thing. But the best answer is going to be can't. Number 4, you pay for the museum today because it's free. Don't have to. Why? Because it's not an obligation, it's not necessary, so you don't have to do it because it's free. Number 5, I apologize. What I said was wrong. I should. Why? Here, because I'm advising myself that I should do something, which is apologizing. Also, I can use must in this situation, but it wasn't one of the options. But you can use must as well. Why? Because you're ordering yourself or instructing yourself to do that thing. It's a rule that you put it to yourself, so it's internal. So you can say, I must apologize. How did it go? Let me know your score down in the comments. And that's it. You made it again to the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch the previous videos if you have not yet. Thank you so much for watching again, and see you next week. Sayonara.